So you ready to roll?
Yeah,
Late ill kid at OneYoungsta holding it down, bringing that street geek and nerd soul. What is up, my people? Today, all year, coming with another wonderful episode of That's Right, You Best Believe It. Loungin. We are chilling. I'm not by myself. That's right. I am with Lady Lisa. Say hey.
Hey, y'all.
And big shout out to Wendy, who is up in the chat early. I'm glad that y'all made it here another week. I'm glad that you are here with your sunshiny faces. It's not easy out there. Y'all took care of yourselves and y'all are here, whether you're watching the replay or you're live. It's just good to see y'all doing it, doing your thing. Quick announcement. I got I got an announcement or I guess a notification from my shop online. Today is the very last day. Once again, today is the very last day for you to be able to get your NERDSoul gear. That's right. Shop.ThatNERDSoul.com. I just put the link in the chat. Today is the very last day to order something and get it by Christmas. So if you were looking for that nice NERDSoul t-shirt gift, that NERDSoul hoodie for your loved one, your friend, your cousin, your girlfriend, your man, your boo thing. You know what I'm saying? Make yourself. You know what I'm saying? Treat yourself. If you were hoping to get that by Christmas, today is the last day. So just letting y'all know, I know there was a whole bunch of y'all out there. It was like 2,000-3,000 of y'all waiting to order y'all stuff and have it there for Christmas. All y'all was like, yo, I got to get my NERDSoul hat or my NERDSoul shirt. I got to have it by Christmas. Just letting you know, they let me know today in an email, yo, today is the last day that you can get it before Christmas. So I'm just passing that information on. But we got a show today, man. Usually I try to keep it short and sweet for y'all, but today we got a little bit of a doozy. I guess the first thing we should jump into earlier today, I believe it was this morning, we were all treated to a trailer of an upcoming cinematic masterpiece.
Please don't.
Lifetime. That's right. Lifetime Movie Network or Lifetime Channel revealed the trailer of Wendy Williams, the movie.
Wow.
Man, look, yo, you know what? I'm gonna pass it off to the more happy side. Lady Lisa, how you feeling about the trailer?
Look, Wendy Williams is not my favorite person, to say the least. However, I can't be mad at her. She has the power and the position to be in charge of her own biopic. And I give her props just for that. Everybody is not in a position to do that. And she seems to have full control of that. And so I give that to her. Looking at the trailer, I didn't see anything that was completely off. In terms
it's Lifetime. It's coming.
In terms of, information and events. I will say, the young lady she got to play her.
They hooked her up?
They hooked her up.
They tried to hook her up?
They hooked her up. For the first time in her life, Wendy Williams has been given a shape. But
Boogs Wendy said, is this biopic multi-episodes? I don't know. All I know is...
I don't know, we will not know.
We will not know. Remember,
we will not be watching it.
I just want y'all to remember that this is the same Wendy Williams that was involved with the Aaliyah film that came out on Lifetime. I just want y'all... So I want y'all to temper your expectations.
But this is her, so you know it's going to be better.
This is not going to be...
This is Wendy Williams. So she's going to make herself look as good as possible.
Wendy Williams about to be mad sweet in this movie.
So I'm thinking this is going to be a whole lot more better. Because this is about her. And don't forget, nobody loves Wendy Williams more than Wendy Williams.
I don't think Wendy Williams should be involved or in control of a project like this. The opportunity is too fitting for her to run roughshod over true stories. You have a coke habit and then she'll fall out and stuff. So apparently maybe she was on coke. I don't know. But I guess she wanted y'all to know she was on coke after the fact where she can't get arrested or something like that. But anyway, the point is, are we going to watch it? That's my question to you. That's my question for you right now. You just found out, you might not even know that there's a biopic on the way for Wendy Williams. Are you watching it? And do you think that this opens up the door for a Charlemagne the God biopic? Oh man. You know what? Good for you. If you could get a biopic out there, good for you. You know what I'm saying? Because all I'm gonna say is they sure enough helped her out. They helped her out because I'm just saying. You know how they helped her out? They helped her out the way they helped out Valletta Wallace in Notorious. I was like,
look, you ain't got to do that.
I was like, come on now.
You ain't got to do that.
Come on.
Don't be talking about big.
Come on, son. But anyway, with that said, that just wanted to let y'all know it's out there. You know, the trailer's hot. The trailer's on fire. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's waiting for the release of the Lifetime movie of the year. Wendy Williams, the movie. I love how you can't put the movie after William. You put the movie after like Star Trek, the movie, like Star Trek, the motion picture. Like that's like, it's Star Trek, man. You can't put like Wendy Williams, the movie. Shouts to Sandra Thomas said, Sandra, please let me know. Cause I think it's Sandra. Sandra Thomas, we ready, guess not at NERDSoul. Is Lisa twerking? Why you extended set reminder? Oh man. Like, twerking, boy.
If Lisa is twerking, no one will have knowledge of that.
It won't be in a restaurant.
Except NERDSoul.
It will not be in a restaurant.
It will not.
We're gonna get into that though. So next up, this is one that I'd like you to read out because this is new-ish for us. You know what I'm saying? Letitia Wright, on Hollywood Reporter, it says that Letitia Wright faces backlash after sharing anti-vaccine video, saying in quote, "My intention was not to hurt anyone." If you could take it away, because this is something that I've been on the outskirts of, and I was like, "Oh, what?"
Yeah, I hadn't heard about this either. Okay. The Black Panther star posted a YouTube video that questioned the efficacy and safety of a potential COVID-19 vaccine and posed unsubstantiated claims about vaccines generally. Letitia Wright faced a Twitter backlash Thursday night after posting a link to a YouTube video questioning whether people should take any prospective COVID-19 vaccine and the safety of vaccines generally. The Black Panther star tweeted a video from On the Table, a YouTube discussion channel, where the presenter opined at length about the efficacy of vaccines, the dangers of taking them, and the supposed origins of the ingredients of a COVID-19 vaccine. I don't understand vaccines medically, but I've always been a little bit of a skeptic of them, the presenter Tommy Ariyomi says towards the beginning of his monologue, which was full of unsubstantiated claims amid personal anecdotes and his own feelings on vaccines generally. After Wright posted the video to Twitter with the prayer hands emoji, she quickly became embroiled in arguments with users taking her to task for using her platform to spread misinformation on vaccines. The British actress, who is currently starring in Steve McQueen's acclaimed Small Axe anthology series, countered that she wasn't against vaccines but thought it was important to ask questions. I think it's valid and fair.
We're just asking questions.
I think it's valid and fair to simply ask what's in it, she replied to one user. Following a torrent of Twitter users admonishing her for posting the video, Wright tweeted, "If you don't conform to popular opinions but ask questions and think for yourself, you get canceled." Late on Thursday night, Wright's Marvel Cinematic Universe co-star Don Cheadle was drawn into the controversy. The Iron Man star responded to Twitter users tagging him about Wright's tweets, replying that he will bring up the issue with her directly. After seeing portions of the YouTube video, he tweeted, "Jesus, just scrolled through. Hot garbage. Every time I stopped and listened, he and everything he said sounded crazy and effed up. I would never defend anybody posting this, but I still won't throw her away over it. The rest I'll take off Twitter. I had no idea." Hours after engaging with Twitter users about the video, Wright posted another message early Friday morning. "My intention was not to hurt anyone," she wrote. "My only intention of posting the video was it raised my concerns with what the vaccine contains and what we are putting in our bodies. Nothing else." As of early Friday morning, it also appeared that Wright's initial tweet with the video had been taken down, but her exchanges with fellow Twitter users remained live. Wright plays Shuri in the Black Panther franchise, and with the sequel to the 2018 hit set to begin production in July in the wake of star Chadwick Boseman's death, some have said Wright's character may take on a more prominent role. The Hollywood Reporter has reached out to rights reps for comment.
All right, so big shouts to the chat. Before we get into this real quick, big shouts to the chat. We got Tyler Bennett up in here. Said, doesn't this seem like Tuskegee but inversed? And then Boogsworthy says, Letitia's out here looking crazy. Tyler says, take the vaccine. Here's the thing. I'm not against questioning vaccines. The issue is sometimes you see these YouTube videos where they have like no facts or no figures at all. And they're just like, vaccines are bad. And it's like, but without seeing the video that she posted, I can't go completely in on that because I haven't seen the video she posted. But I will say, even I've said, let's see what this vaccine does before I go get it. Like, even I've said that. I've been like, look, I'm down for it. Y'all take it for about 90 days or so. Let me see what happened. See if anybody start dying. Then I'll be like, word. Because even Pfizer themselves reported that during the testing of this vaccine, there was a patient in South America that died from an unknown illness after taking the. So I'm like, let me just, y'all work it out. Y'all work it out. I'm down for it. Get your vaccine. I got the flu shot this year. So I'm not against vaccines. I got the flu shot just this year. Pop up right in your arm. But let me see if anybody's gonna drop first. Mm-hmm. Then I got you. But let me just peep it from the sidelines. But at the same time, I'm also not telling people not to get vaccines and stuff. Like, of course, we have a young son, and we are very, I guess very critical about like what we put on or in his body.
There have been some vaccines that we've declined.
Yeah. But for the most part, the main vaccines that he's supposed to have, we've gone on and got him vaccinated and everything, and he's cool. Right. Only the ones that doctors are like, well, this is like voluntary kind of thing. Right. Where we've questioned and researched before we got it. You know what I'm saying? So, I guess I see where she was trying to come from because I haven't seen the video. So I can't super dog her out. And especially being Black in America and our relationship with medicine, but she's from the UK, so that's completely different. But our relationship with medicine, I understand. But you got to be careful because when you have such a following, people will take that joint and run. They'll be like, "Oh, she hates vaccines," and I'm like, I don't know if that's what she was saying, but at the same time, I didn't see the video.
Yeah, I didn't see the video, and just from all the upset, it seems that had she just kind of posted her opinions and questions, without the video. Yeah, she probably would have been better off because it seems like people were just
mad about the video,
and whatever it contained, that they're thinking, oh, she's supporting this or backing it up or whatever. So, if she was just questioning vaccines in general and the COVID-19 vaccine, I think she probably, would have been better without the video. But I don't know. I haven't seen the video. I don't.
Yeah, and Tiffany Little says there are healthcare workers questioning the vaccine. Why are people acting like they all cool with the vaccine? Yeah, even media's darling, you know what I'm saying? Fauci is questioning the Pfizer vaccine that the UK is about to approve right now. So, you can't be like, yeah, go Fauci, and then when Letitia Wright be like, yo, man, maybe we should question what's going on, and they want to cancel her. You know what I'm saying? But it seems like it might have been the video. Then moving on, Boogsworthy says, most of us are going to have to wait anyways. Mm-hmm. Distribution is going to take all year to get relatively low risk people. And then Tyler Bennett said, if I was a supervillain, I would put the fatal vaccine in the second wave just to trick people. I blame the doctor that killed Michael Jackson. He made it hard for Black people to trust doctors.
Yes, because our distrust for doctors began with Michael Jackson.
No, the American government made it hard for Black people to trust doctors.
This began many moons ago.
This man said Michael Jackson's doctor.
Many moons ago.
Like the American government hasn't been using smallpox blankets, Tuskegee experiments.
This did not start with another.
Gynecology's whole practice is based on the extreme deconstruction, wanton devastation of black women's bodies. Yeah. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, this did not start with another black man. Okay, he was a black man, and it did not start with him.
Tyler dumb. See, this is why we don't let you in everywhere.
Talk about some peace and love. You know what? You know what? You get us every time.
Yep, he do.
You throw it. You throw it out every time.
Yep.
Every time.
And shouts to Boogsworthy. Boogsworthy said making good money from these vaccine companies on the stock market, though. You know what? Honestly, if you can, I'd pick up a little something from Pfizer before this vaccine work. Because if the vaccine comes through and it's great, Pfizer going to be like, pew. If the vaccine comes through and it's bad, though. That's what I'm saying. Don't get a whole bunch of it, but get a little so you can, taste a little bit of a win. You know what I'm saying? Be conservative. Pick 5 to 10 shares. No, don't go crazy like NERDSoul said, oh, I'm gonna buy 500 shares. No. Get you a little 5 to 10. You know what I'm saying? If you go boom, cool, I made a couple $100. You know what I'm saying? Don't be out there trying to gamble, trying to make hundreds of thousands of dollars. No, it's not how you move. Well, not how I move. I have a wife and child. I got to move a little smoother. If you young and single, you can go crazy with the stock market. But anyway, Moderna's another one too. Don't sleep on Moderna. So with that said, I'm not going to hold Letitia like that. I'm not dogging her out. I'm not mad at Letitia right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, just keep your eyes open. You know what I'm saying? Keep your eyes open. You never know. You never know.
Wait.
So moving on. Tamika Mallory. You might know her from, Black Lives Matter protests, activism, things of that nature. Recently, she was in an interview with TMZ. Mm-hmm. She was in an interview with TMZ, and she was talking about how, Joe Biden is being accepted, how Kamala Harris is being accepted, how easy or hard it will be for Kamala to be elected after Joe Biden, if that's the case. And then also getting into the struggles that Kamala will have as opposed to Joe Biden. And one of the yeah, phone check, Antoine. That's what I'm saying. So one of the I guess hurdles that she said that of course Kamala would go through is sexism. And it's like, oh yeah, she's a woman, she's gonna face sexism somewhere. It'll probably happen, maybe not, right? But she said, I would argue that sexism is worse than racism. And that's where I got to stop you. You know what? Before I go crazy, I'm gonna pass it off to the resident lady of of Loungin. How do you feel when you heard those statements? Because even you and Madam Butterfly of course, Black Together, A Walk in Her Shoes, that is also on the channel live right now, you two spoke about it as well. At least offline, I think y'all did.
We may have spoken about it offline, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
As soon as she made this statement, it lost me, because it's such a statement that is in line with feminism. And I will boldly say that feminism is not for Black women at all. When someone says feminism, they mean white women. Women. Period. White women. That's it. And for her to even make that statement is like the dumbest thing I've ever heard of in my life. For you to say sexism is worse than racism, like, in what world?
Look.
In what world?
I'm going to keep it real with y'all. Ladies, you have got to you have got to stop allowing white women to make you believe that gender is more important than race. Because what they'll do is go marry their men be all up under their men.
Secure themselves.
Secure themselves and their legacies in a marriage with their men. But then tell you that your men are bad. Your men are horrible. Your men are criminals. Your men are trash. Your men should be criticized at every... Look, I'm going to tell y'all, they got y'all thinking that gender is above race when they on the other side talking about race is above gender at all times. Here's the thing, okay? If we were to say that sexism was worse than racism, we would need actual facts and figures to prove such. Facts and figures do not exist to prove such. I would dare anyone to get every fact and figure of women going through any type of struggle, all right? Any type of struggle. Then remove all of the numbers that include black women and tell me where you're at. It ain't about gender, boo. They got you feeling like, oh yeah, the patriarchy is up. And don't get me wrong, patriarchy does exist. Black men do not engage. Black men are not receiving any benefits from it. It's a falsity. Yeah. It's a farce. It's not happening. Look at the numbers, girl. It's not happening. Black men are not somewhere just yucking it up with this patriarchy. No, white men are enjoying the patriarchy. Black men and black culture does not move like that, had not moved like that. Would you say, okay, well, what about this and that? You might have some celebrities that are few and far between, but the average everyday black man, no. Stop it. Y'all gotta stop letting white women trick y'all into this mess, man. Like, for real. You know what? I'll agree when white women are subjected to the horrors of black women. I will agree when white women are pulled over on the side of the road and end up dead for a taillight or for speeding. And then when they end up dead, nothing happens to the police, nothing changes in the law, nothing at all, and people go on and another white woman gets killed a couple days later. Fine, but that is not happening. White women are not enslaved because, see, what we're going to do is use the gold standard of your white feminism, which is white women. White women are not going through this. Come on, man. Is sexism real? Does it exist? Yes, it does. Does it trump racism, especially anti-black racism in America? No, it doesn't. It just doesn't. Why would you even say that? What are you do? Like, and this is coming out of Tamika Mallory's mouth, who is supposed to be a well-learned young lady.
You are a co-founder of BLM. This movement was created because black bodies, mostly black men, are being killed on a regular basis because they're black. So this is about race, not gender. A whole movement wasn't created because women were being killed on a regular basis because of gender. Like, hello.
Bruh. So anyway, to the chat. Antoine Allen says, when one brings up Kamala's record, the reply is, you hate black women. End of argument, not a worthy defense. Blue Knight said, that's because these black feminists still want to be connected to that white wealth accessed through feminism. Yo, you might be onto something because they sure do love being on TV. And the second they get on TV, what you hear? Black men are bad. Black men are the problem. Black men did that. I'm just saying, it's not good. And we're going to talk about Obama later. It's not, I'm just saying. Shouts to Tiffany Little said, come on, vote for Trump. Stay at home and have babies. Let their husbands provide. Like, man, And Tyler Bennett said sexism is the longest beef in human history. Of course, being facetious. Then Boogsworthy comes through, said, maybe a different topic, but some of the local BLM chapters have turned on the national BLM brand, citing that they aren't reviving any funds or support, or I guess receiving any funds or support. Yes, that's another thing. The national BLM brand or national BLM, it's essentially a Democratic front. Like if you go, say if you were to go on like Facebook and look at the Los Angeles chapter of Black Lives Matter, and then you went to the national chapter, you'd be like, hold up, there's a disconnect here. And even when you ask them, it's like, nah, we don't really work together. We don't know. Like even your local chapter in your area, they'd be like, nah, we don't know who those people are. We never heard from them. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, the national brand or whatever is taking in all this money. Nobody calling them on it. But that's a whole nother thing. Look, Tamika's too smart to say this stuff. Just like with former President Barack Obama, we'll talk about later. Like I said about him with the hip hop thing, with that dumb hip hop statement he made. Tamika Mallory too smart for this. She's too smart for this. If you're going to be an activist, a black activist, there's no way you're doing all this black activism and going to say that sexism is higher than racism. You shouldn't even like my grandma would say, I can't believe you fixed your mouth to say that. If you don't get up out the way so some real black women can step in that want to care for their community, man, look. Tamika, look, you've been bugging, all right? You've been bugging. Reel it in. That's all I'm saying. Reel it in. Because what you're saying is extremely dangerous to the psyche of black women that look up to you. You know what I'm saying? They look up to you and they're like, oh, snap, yeah, black man is this and black man is that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Sexism is way more important than racism. What? Look, you're affecting the women that are looking up to you negatively because you're sending them out there ill-prepared for the world that they're stepping into. The world that they're stepping into is extremely anti-black. They don't care whether you're man, woman, short, tall, fat, skinny, big ears, big nose, little nose, fingernails, long or short, hoodie, three-piece suit, gay, straight, lesbian, trans, whatever. Once they see that skin, you're a target. They don't care. Stop dicing us up. Stop putting forward this stupid narrative of sexism being worse than racism, especially anti-black racism. Get out of here. Tamika, you got to be on timeout on this one. Because I've actually supported a girl on this channel before. I've been like, yo, Tamika Mallory out there speaking, she doing her thing. Yeah. And now you got me looking crazy. Because they're gonna be like, yo, NERDSoul, remember when you said that's your girl, right? I'm be like, well, yeah, I did support her. Now look at you. Yo, man. I know she ain't came back and tried to clean it up, but you need to clean this up. Now man, that you need to clean this up. Like, I'm just saying, clean it up because you loud and wrong on that. And then go do it on TMZ.
See, that's the other thing.
Go do it on TMZ.
Look, let me say this.
All these black media outlets, you ain't never going to none of them. You running up under TMZ.
Let me say this.
Man.
Black people, stop going on TMZ. I'm going to tell you when I was done with TMZ. I was done with TMZ when Kobe Bryant was killed.
Yep.
Because I found out
the police was like
that TMZ aired information about it before the family even knew anything.
Yep.
Before the family knew anything, the police was already holding back information from the media purposely until they were able to talk to the family. TMZ was like, nope, we don't care, nope. And they aired information before the family was even
TMZ
informed.
is full of poop. I'm just saying. They full of it.
I was like, you know what? I'm done with y'all.
And Tamika Mallory out here looking silly. She full of it too. As long as she keep that sexism is more important than racism mess, she full of it. I ain't trying to hear it. You know what I'm saying? Look, the dumb stuff. So anyway, moving on. Texas is the Lone Star State. But Texas isn't only known for, big and bright stars, football, way better gun laws than California, but they're also known for twerking. Oh, yes. The new home of the twerk. Oh, you thought it might have been Atlanta or Florida. You're wrong. At True Kitchen and Cocktails, a fine dining establishment in Dallas, Texas, some dusty women decided.
Why they gotta be dusty, Michael?
Because when you stand up on furniture in a restaurant that has never ever been built.
Start from the beginning, Michael.
Okay, all right, let's start from. Let me reel it. See, I'm reeling it in. Let me reel it in. Lisa, drop knowledge on them.
Oh, these dusty women went up in somebody. There's some dusty women that went up in a nice establishment, decided they was gonna stand on people's furniture and twerk.
Man, all right. Now we have to have a baseline in here for lounging, because I'm sure there might be some new people. There's always new people that come in. Thank you for rolling through. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hitting that thumbs up, or thank you for hitting that thumbs down. But if you hit that thumbs down, I'm gonna send Darth Vader after you. He ain't really dead. He's in your closet. So, with that said, we have to have a baseline of understanding that you should not have to ask an adult 3 times for anything. We have to have that baseline here. All right, that's the baseline we going from. So I don't want to hear no but. We got to at least have the baseline of you should not have to ask a grown adult 3 times to do something that the vast majority, everyone else except you and your dusty friends is doing. Something that they would never do in a fine dining establishment that was white. And we're going to get on that too. So now we got that baseline. All right, if you can't agree with that baseline, yo, peace to you. Go on bounce. You can hang with Tamika Mallory. So we got that. There's a waiting list for this restaurant. All right, waiting list. People been waiting to get in here forever. You look at the restaurant. You look at the menu. The menu looks great. The menu looks awesome. You know what I'm saying? All these good foods and lobster and shrimp and steak and little T-bones and stuff and lamb and stuff. And this set up, plated all nicely. Beautiful spot. This restaurant owner says, man, I worked so hard to get this place. I'm glad it's doing well. I'm glad it's beautiful in here and my people are flourishing and enjoying great meals. You know what? Let me bring in someone to play music as they dine and hang out and just have a place where they can just relax and release with some good food. They can just relax and enjoy their evening of good meals and good sounds. Everybody have you ever gone to a restaurant and heard music? Of course you have. I have too. So they went in this restaurant, heard music. Cool, great. They decided, I'm going to get up and start twerking. So, restaurant owner says, yo, look, let me go on and let me go on and say, hey, look, y'all can't do that in here. Y'all can't do that in here. Please, no twerking. This is just a restaurant. You know what I'm saying? Leaves. Dude comes back again. Yo, look, guys, y'all getting a little rowdy. This is just a restaurant. My other patrons up in here, we don't do that, please, if you could. Then, homie come up on a 3rd time. You even see in the video, he used the praying hands. When you come up to someone like, my dude, please, please. When you using the praying hands, you begging at that time. At that time, he is begging them, please, please, please get off the table. Get off the chairs, leaning up on the glass, twerking, all this stuff. All right. Answers no. They doing their own thing. Then you got other girls kind of like pushing, like instigating and egging the girl on. So finally, they get kicked out. And of course, since he's had to go through this whole ordeal, and we have no idea at all what the other attendees have been saying. We have no idea what the other people have been mentioning throughout this ordeal. Because they could be saying like, yo, this is what they do? Like, yo, this is what they do? This how they get down? Like, they ain't gonna kick them out? We don't know what other people are gonna be or have been saying. So he's been hearing this all throughout the room, people making their comments, whether pro or con, they've been making comments, and it makes him look like he can't run his restaurant. So he finally gets them out of the restaurant, kicks them out. Finally, they out. So when they finally out, he addresses the room. He says, look, this is why I kicked y'all out.
Well, this is why I kicked them out.
This is why I kicked them out. I ain't having it in here. I'm not playing this. I'm not doing this mess. And here's the deal. If you want to be down with that, you can go too. So hits the fan. Everything go crazy. Everybody mad because he cuts. He used the F word, and I think he used the S word too. So here everybody come trying to make this a black man woman thing, trying to make this a black on black thing, trying to make this women can't be twerking thing. I have a couple of questions because we've all seen this. This happened over the weekend, so it happened after the last show, but before this show. So we had a chance. I have a couple of questions to ask on this. Question number one. Are women not in control, at least those women, are those women experiencing a condition where they are unable to control their own bodies? Like music hits them and they just got to move. Music hits them and they ain't got no choice. They just got to move. Is that, maybe there's a condition that they have, because I've heard music before and you just move in your seat like, oh man, that's a good song. Oh, all right, cool. Word, that's a nice little song. But you sit at your seat. Why? Because you got some sense. Yeah. All right. My next question is, if you're in a restaurant that has never been billed as a club, it don't got no dance floor, it's not a restaurant and lounge, none of that. None of the pictures or any of the marketing media material show anyone dancing ever. And you go in there and you don't see anyone else dancing. What would make you think that it would be a good idea for you to get your dance on? My third question would be, if you didn't know these things and you had the condition of you heard music and you just got to move, you just got to dance. All right, and the dance you got to do has got to be twerking on furniture that you ain't paid for in a restaurant full of other people that ain't twerking. If you have that, when the person asks you once, asks you twice, and the third time, why have you not either A, said, I am sorry, sir, I have this condition that I just twerk whenever I hear music, or two, say, you know what, sir, since I have this condition, I have to leave because the music is just too twerkified. Or three, say, sir, I understand, we was wilding out, we got you, we gonna sit down and eat our food like everybody else. Those are my questions. Because it seems as if the excuse is he shouldn't have played music that makes you twerk. Huh?
I'm gonna say
my answer is,
I'm gonna say, like I said when me and Madam Butterfly talked about it on Black Together Walking Her Shoes. I don't care if Biggie Smalls came back from the dead and gave a live concert in the middle of that restaurant. You don't get your butt up and twerk. It's a restaurant.
Yes. And I wanna take it a step further. Stop disrespecting black businesses. If this, I swear to God, if this was Morton's, if this was Ruth Chris, if this was Longhorn, if this was any of those places that there's a tablecloth in the room, they would not be doing this.
Nope.
Stop respecting the white man's product more than you respect the black man's product. Stop it. It's a form of racism that you're carrying on. Stop it. Also, respect yourself enough to be corrected and then finish or end or stop or curtail the behavior. He came up 3 times. It shouldn't have been 1, but he came up once. You couldn't say, you know what? Look, maybe we is wilding a little bit. Let's reel it in. Let's chill. Could have been fine.
Even if you didn't think you were wilding, if this man asked you to stop doing that in his place of business, you could think it was, crazy, or you could think whatever. It doesn't matter what you think at that point. The point is, the owner of the establishment asked you to not display that behavior in his restaurant. Whether you agree with it or not is not the issue. You could always ask for a doggy bag and leave.
Yep. Because it's not your place. And he said, he outlined, there's other places where you can dance and do this. This ain't that place. Here's the issue. Here's one of the issues that are going on. You have a certain demographic, especially on Twitter, that does not want to be corrected. They don't want to be told about themselves. They don't want to be told nothing. They don't want to be stopped. They don't want to be fact checked. No, nothing. Especially due to this white feminism that has pervaded into the culture, especially from a black man. So now you got a black man telling some black women, stop it. Get down. Sit down. Don't get on that. Get off of that. You about to break this. Can you sit down and just eat? Because this is a restaurant. Can't tell nobody nothing. So now here come the excuses for misbehavior. Why? Because somehow the black man is wrong. Somehow he's wrong. Oh, he shouldn't have cursed. Even Ricky Smiley came in. He said, I've been in this restaurant numerous times. The F-bomb be coming from all different corners of the room. But all of a sudden when he says it, oh God, I didn't know this was a restaurant for nuns. These are the same people that know that are about to get in their car and play the songs with every F-bomb in it. About to go home and watch a movie with F-bombs all over the place. All of a sudden, they Mary when they in here now. All of a sudden someone curses. Now they Mary. They Yolanda Adams now. Now they so sanctified. Bruh, here's the thing. You cannot try to equate someone's response to the original infraction. Without them twerking, there is no response from him. Without them twerking, there is absolutely no statement or address to the restaurant. If they came in and did what people in restaurants are supposed to do, sit down and eat, it'd have been fine. But somehow it's his fault because of all this.
Or he has the greater infraction because of his response.
Bruh, like.
And then those women got on Twitter and gonna say, let's get him shut down.
Oh, the two sisters that was like, he don't want black money. He didn't say that.
He don't respect black women. Let's get him shut down. It ain't got ignorant behind.
Yeah, and then now you gotta run a campaign based on lies. He don't respect black women. Really? If that was the case, black women wouldn't be in there. If he didn't respect black women. If he didn't
respect black women, it would have been a whole lot of other stuff said.
Yes. This has to do with those particular black women. Then he was like, he don't want black money. No, he said he didn't want their money.
Yeah.
If you coming up in here acting stupid and foolish, take your money and go. I would rather serve people that want to come in here, have a good time, sit down, conversate, enjoy the ambiance, and take their butt home. There's a wait list in here for a reason. It's not a wait list in here because we're letting people dance on the tables. All right. Now you got your butt flakes all in the steak.
Not your butt flakes.
Man, why we gotta come and tell you this? I want to see. This is some. If they were 13, 14, I'd be like, hey.
And let me also say,
these are grown women.
Let me also say, if he didn't respect black women, he wouldn't have spared them further embarrassment by making sure that the video didn't include their faces, because he said he had video that included these women's faces, and he decided he did not want to embarrass them in that manner by having them on video. He better than me. He better than me.
Yep.
Because I would have had them all up in the video.
I probably would have been cool into the whole narrative of you don't like black women. What? I mean, you saw, I even went through this last week. Also, it wasn't the same, but I critiqued something and all of a sudden that's men being men. What are you watching? Yo, look. Guys.
Don't do it.
We got to get this together. I'm just saying, We got to get this together. Straight up. We got to get this together. Because the whole idea that you can't be corrected, but be the main demographic that want to drag somebody for something they did wrong, don't work. Yeah. I'm just saying, it don't work. This
is a little off, but whatever.
All right.
That was the second time you had been accused of being sexist.
True.
Third time is the charm.
Yeah.
Okay? Because I'm going to tell y'all right now, I usually I won't say nothing, especially if you like Lisa don't say nothing. But
I'll be like, yo, Lisa don't say
nothing. I'm going to tell y'all right now. Do it one more time.
Oh, man. But it's just crazy how they were like, oh, well, he's going to be canceled, and this is going to tear it down. And then, of course, white media gets a hold of it. Here comes trashy TMZ again. They're going to ask him, what problem does he have with twerking? I ain't got a problem with twerking. You know good and well that's not the issue. But your silly self going to come up here on TMZ, and here come the dumbness with what problem do you have with twerking? That's the problem with going on TMZ. TMZ is full of it, all right? Full of it. All the way full of it. He should have never went on that joint because he ain't got no problem at all with twerking. It's time and place for everything. This is a restaurant. You would not get your black tail up in any white restaurant and do this. Why is it when a black man or a black woman has a business, all of a sudden, and this is switching gears a little bit, black man or black woman has a business, all of a sudden, give me a deal. I can't get it for free. Or they come in and want to be all disrespectful in your spot. Disrespect that you would never get in someone else's establishment. Then let's take it a step further. They want to shut and cancel his place down. Meanwhile, Asian women, most specifically Koreans, pooping on y'all every day when y'all go to get that hair.
Still giving them
every
money
day.
At these salons.
Y'all ain't canceled not one store.
Giving them money at these salons.
Y'all ain't canceled one store. Remember there was a nail salon or something where a black woman got beat up, and black women back there the very next week. If y'all don't get the heck all the way out of here, I don't want to hear it. So meanwhile, Asian people can crap on y'all all the time. Y'all going back, ain't nobody trying to cancel nothing. Y'all ain't canceling jack, right? A black man says, hey, respect my establishment, regardless of whether you respect yourself. Respect my establishment or get out. Then all of a sudden, he don't want no black money. He don't want no black money. He don't want the black people. He's disrespecting black women. Why we don't get that from none of these places? Why we don't get that energy from anything else? It's anti-black racism that has pervaded our culture as being, of course, perpetrated by our culture on our own people. It's stupid, it's horrible, and I'm tired of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of it. Y'all too smart for this, all right? You're too smart. Too smart for this. Now, with that said, we got one more thing to touch. One more thing to touch on. Boy.
Is there just one?
One more. Former President Barack Obama. Last week, or was it week before? I think it was week before last. We had an article come out on The Atlantic where former President Barack Obama essentially said, well, there's 20% of black men that voted for Trump because of hip hop. Hip hop praises this and praises this energy. So due to hip hop, that's why 20% of black men voted for Trump. It was loud, it was wrong. He was too smart to say that. And you were like, hey man, that's kind of anti-black. Maybe you should fall back. Oh, not former President Barack Obama. Nah. So this man comes in, the article on The Hill says, Obama saying you lose people with snappy slogans like defund the police. Now, this isn't the first time we've heard this. An older gentleman by the name of Jim Clyburn said sloganeering like defund the police is why we're losing. Not we ain't never did what he said we was gonna do. Not we don't represent the will of the people. Not we ain't taking into consideration our largest voting bloc. No, the problem is that you said defund the police. That's the problem. So apparently the memo's gone out, because if anyone loves Obama now, it's the covert racists. Because white moderates, aka covert racists, love to hear a black man, especially a high position black man, say, defund the police is bad. So to get into the article, or did you want to run the article? Do you want to run the article down, or?
I can.
All right, go and run the article down, and then we'll get to it a little bit later.
Okay. Obama, you lose people with snappy slogans like defund the police. Former President Obama said political candidates lose support when using snappy slogans like defund the police in an interview scheduled to be released Wednesday. Obama told Peter Hamby, who hosts a Snapchat political show Good Luck America, that those who use the slogan could jeopardize their goals of enacting meaningful reforms for police. You lost a big audience the minute you say it, which makes it a lot less likely that you're actually going to get the changes you want done, the former president said in the interview scheduled to go live at 6 a.m. on Wednesday, according to Axios. The key is deciding, do you want to actually get something done, or do you want to feel good among the people you already agree with, Obama added. The former president's comments align with other top Democrats who have considered the phrase to be damaging to the Democratic Party. House Majority Whip James Clyburn told NBC News' Meet the Press last month that he believed the slogan hurt some Democratic candidates, like Representative Joe Cunningham, who lost to Representative-elect Nancy Mace. The phrase was widely used in connection with the racial justice protests over the summer following George Floyd's death in May, after a Minneapolis police officer knelt on his neck for several minutes, pinning him to the street. The killing of Floyd, who was black, triggered calls to defund the police across the country. The slogan refers to reallocating funds for police departments to social services for minority communities. Obama participated in the three-part Snapchat interview as part of his press tour for the first volume of his memoir, A Promised Land. Portions of the interview will become available on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, according to Axios. In the interview, the former president also acknowledged that President Trump made gains among young black men in the presidential election. I think men generally are more susceptible to public figures who act tough, try to project a stereotypical macho style, he said. I don't think black men are immune to that any more than white or Hispanic men are. Obama also promoted the concept that younger voices in politics should be amplified, commenting on Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez's speaking time at the Democratic National Convention. One thing I will say about the Democratic Party is that promoting young people is really important, he said, according to Axios. And I think that there have been times where we stick so long with the same old folks and don't make room for new voices, he added.
All right. I wanna go over one statement, two, but one of the ones that he said, talking about, people being tough. You know what I'm saying? Quote, I think men generally are more susceptible to public figures who act tough, try to project a stereotypical macho style, and then continues and says, I don't think black men are immune to that any more than white or Hispanic men are. And I guess we just gonna leave out Asian men like they ain't in there.
But I agree with that.
Here's the problem.
Okay.
Why are black men the focus? We ain't got no articles talking about how many white men voted for Trump. We ain't got no articles talking about Hispanic men voting for Trump. Articles talking about Asian men voting for Trump. All of a sudden, but we got to single out black men. Then back up and say, oh, but they're not any more susceptible than any other race. Why aren't there articles about any other race then?
Well, wait a minute. This article didn't say anything about black people voting for Trump. I'm tying this to the last statement he made about the hip hop. So I'm tying that to the machismo stuff. But I'm going on. Stick with me. So he's already said, oh well, black men voting in 20%, talking about the hip hop. It's because of that Donald Trump energy. It's that get money fast behavior. It's that strong man style. This, that, and the third. Oh well, black men aren't any more susceptible than anyone else. Then why are you singling out black men? Okay, well, cool. This time around, now all of a sudden, here we go with the slogans. Oh, I don't want to hear no slogans. Defund the police. You can't say defund the police. Oh no. Oh no, not defund the police. I have to disagree with you.
Okay.
I don't think he was saying he thought it was a bad idea. I think what he was saying, in all reality, the way things work, by using that slogan, it's not going to work in your favor. I don't think he was saying, I don't think it's a good idea to use that slogan.
All I can do is take it by what comes out of his mouth.
But you get what I'm saying.
I see what you're saying. I think you're giving him too much credit. It's disingenuous. President Obama has shown us now on the second time, because Jim Clyburn said the same thing. It's apparently a very similar memo. Here's where I want to take him to task on this. You lost a big audience the minute you say it, which makes it a lot less likely that you're actually going to get the changes you want done. Now, backing up a little bit, saying the slogan could jeopardize their goals of enacting meaningful reforms for police. You know who had a chance to have meaningful reforms for police? A president. When did all this stuff, when was Eric Garner killed? Can somebody look up that date and tell me who was the president? When was Trayvon Martin killed? Even though that was citizen violence, but can someone look up the date? He wasn't saying defund the police. He would have been the perfect candidate. He didn't have a slogan. He could have just enacted the reforms. Tamir Rice, when did he die? Did he die last month? When did he die? I want to know when he died. President Obama is so disingenuous about this. We have this idea of, oh, well, you don't want a slogan. What you want to do is, we're not going to talk about it. What we'll do is just, we'll see what we can actually get done. We don't want to be revolutionary. We don't want to push. We're going to look and see what we can get done. Well, what do we get done? Let's look recently. We just saw an article of all the DACA. The DACA has been returned. Cool. DACA stood. All right, cool. Oh, all first-time applicants, they going through. Ooh, that's great, right? So what are you getting done for black people? Oh, when it's black people, oh, don't make up no slogans. We'll just see what we can get done. Don't make up any terms or phrases. We'll just see what we can get done. Meanwhile, nothing gets done. Let me ask you guys, because your boy Obama has so much time to be on TV now. So much time to do articles now and interviews. Where were these interviews speaking about the plight of black people regarding police violence and citizen violence that have been on the uprise? Where is it? Where are those interviews? Of course, he must have some ideas about what he can get done. You must have multiple interviews on how much he thinks the Democrats can get done. Do you see them? Please forward them to me. I'd love to see them. I'd love to see his plans and ideas on what he thinks he can get done without a slogan. I'm waiting, please. Just like Joe Biden's platform. What did we vote for? You don't know. I don't know. None of us know. So, with that said, once again, we have a black man. And I know people will be like, but he married a black woman. What we're looking at is the bougie black class looking down on black people that are struggling every day because they're not rich and they don't have a multi-million-dollar home and they're not insulated to a certain degree from police violence due to status and wealth. Now they're looking down on those black people being like, oh, slogans. Slogans will get you nowhere. Well, apparently your plans and your ideas and your running office didn't get us nowhere anyway. So what's the plan now, smart guy? What is it? Please, President Obama, let me know about your plan to stop police violence and what you have done in front of and behind the scenes. I would love to see that. I'm very interested to see what you have done. What have you done in the hip hop community to curb the energy around hip hop since it's so bad that it's making people vote for Trump? What have you done there? Or have you sat back and thrown stones at people that are trying to push to change things once again for the people at the bottom? I'm so tired of this disingenuous dude. I was tired of him when he went to Flint, Michigan. I was tired of him when he went to that those police officers' funeral in Dallas. I was tired of him then. Why don't you just be retired? But you can't just be retired. Why? Because we got to keep the black people in check. We got to tell them that, oh, a slogan like defund the police, you can't say that. You won't get anything done if you say anything like that. Or, hip hop's the problem. So blame hip hop. Let's blame video games. Let's blame movies. Let's blame anything except the fact that Democrats have not represented the will of the people for years. Man, never have if they weren't white. Come on now. But now you gotta come out here acting like defund the police. Like that slogan is what messed it up for Democrats. Like that slogan, you saying that, aligning with that is why you lost. No, you want to know why you lost? Because you didn't represent the will of the people. The people told you all summer what they wanted. You were disingenuous. So they didn't come out for you. Man, let's be for real. Joe Biden won. No, Joe Biden didn't really win. Trump lost. 250,000 people died. He didn't really win. So now you're looking at a party who's on life support, basically. Their largest voting bloc, they're trying to praise them and poop on them at the same time. They don't know what they want to do. They're schizophrenic. Now they're running around trying to figure out how to blame black men for it, yet also then praise black women, because it's all about dividing the black family at the end of the day. You divide the black family, you divide the black community. So once again, we got this silly dude. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. Got this silly dude coming for black people once again. Not in less than 2 weeks? First it was hip hop. Now it's defund the police. Come on, man. Look, Obama, we don't need your help. We don't. We needed your help in 2008. We needed your help in 2012. You did nothing. Helped out gay people. Cool, word up. Helped out immigrants. Cool, word up. Where we at? Sit down. We don't need your help. Keep our name out your mouth. We cool on you. With that said, I believe we've exorcised the demons. Do you have anything to say about President Barack Obama? Former President Barack Obama.
It's just so disappointing. It's just so disappointing, but, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, so to the chat real quick, Ambria Ashley, I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Defund the police is a compromise from abolish the police anyway. It's about reimagining public safety over time. Yes, we can is not the slogan for this. Too weak. Thank you. I'm glad you brought that up. Ambria, thank you. Okay. Slogans are bad, right? Oh, but hope and change and yes, we can. Oh, there's nothing wrong with those.
Because they're
nice and vague.
They're vague.
They're nice and vague. Yes, we can. Can what? Hope and change. Hope and change what? Hope for what? Change what? We have no idea. You stay vague because President Barack Obama is essentially a Republican that leans left. Let's be for real. At best, he's a centrist that leans left from time to time. But we let him ride because we were like, yo, this is the first competent brother that ever came through. Oh, snap. Got hoodwinked. And the same hoodwinking that he did back then is the same stuff they try to do with Kamala now. And that's why the heat coming for her. She paying for Barack's sins. Well, she paying for her own sins too. She did dumb stuff all up and through California. But here's the deal, guys. Maybe it's time to go on and push him off. Go and push him off too. I think he might be done. Shot by Nolan says, change and hope looks good on merchandise. I got my change mug. What you changing? Things. Changing all this. Man, with that said, we have exercised the demons. We've been here. We a little bit over time, but we good. Having a good one. Having a good time. I'm going to give a shout out to everybody in the chat. Boogsworthy. Sandra Thomas. Sandra Thomas. Tyler Bennett. Who else we had? Did we have Jenna James? I don't know if she came through or not, but Jenna James anyway. Antoine Allen. Blue Knight came through. Hitflix. Madam Butterfly. Shot by Nolan. AG the Great. Who else? Ambria Ashley. Andre Atkins. I think that might be it. If I don't, Tiffany Little, if I missed you, it's not on purpose. It's just a lot of words and I'm trying to see all the names. So if I missed you, and DeAndre Mosley, what's up? Change you can believe in. What changed? What did we change? You kept the status quo. Violence got worse under your reign. You did nothing. The black people that put you in office, you did nothing for. And guess what? Your protege, Joe Biden, doing the same thing. He's like, shoot, what I got to do for them? You want to know why? Because we've already conditioned a good amount of the voting bloc to jump on you and say you should just vote, just because they're Democrats. Yo, man, we got questions. Shut up and vote. Now those shut up and vote people are saying, Joe Biden, what you gonna do for us? We was trying to tell you to ask questions, my dude, but you told us to shut up and vote. Now you got shut up and vote. Oh, boy. I'm so tired of Barack Obama. I am. I'm tired of him. I'm tired of him. I would rather him just make your Netflix movies or whatever. Go on and continue to get your money and just stay out our way. How about that? Just stay out our way. You're already rich. You got multi-millions. Ain't nobody hurting you. Just stay out our way. You know what I'm saying? Because black media ain't going to stop. Not going to stop black media. Not going to stop us or, you know, any number of people. Your girl, Fly Nubian Queens, you ain't stopping them. You ain't stopping Thought Crimes, you ain't stopping, you know what I'm saying, RZA Islam or none of them cats. You ain't stopping Tariq Nasheed. You ain't stopping Black Truth. None of these cats. Even Double Toasted get into it every now and then. You ain't stopping none of this. So just fall back. You know what I'm saying? I know this, you know, probably is a wet dream for people at the Hill. Oh, we got to speak to former President Barack Obama because covert white racists love him. But, yo, man, we off that. We off that, for real. You know what I'm saying? We off that. So, with that said, Lady Lisa, say peace.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.
We love all y'all, for real. So, NERDSoul, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all them places. Don't forget the link in the chat right now because, as I said, if you want to get your NERDSoul gear before Christmas, this is the last day to order. And I know y'all all out there like, yo, man, I want to get that NERDSoul shirt for my woman. Or, yo, man, I want to get that NERDSoul shirt for my mama. I want to get that NERDSoul hoodie for my man. So, you know what I'm saying? Just letting y'all know. They let me know, so I got to let y'all know. You know what I'm saying? Hashtag Black Dollars. Hashtag Let the Dollar Circulate. So with that said, of course, NERDSoul, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all them places. YouTube is the hub, so hit that thumbs up if you like what you're seeing. And thank you for hitting that thumbs up. Hit that thumbs down if you don't. But if you hit that thumbs down, I'm going to send the intern staff from the Hill after you. And oh, man. They going to be all on your couch. Dusty butts everywhere. Egging each other on. Butt flakes all on the table. Man, look. If you dusty enough to get up in any random restaurant and start shaking your butt in front of everyone in there like you at a strip club, then I know you probably don't wipe well. Ooh. Yeah, I said it. Yes, I said it. There it goes. You better get wipe well. The hashtag wipe well. You think it's gone? Try it again. So with that said, podcast if you want to listen. You know what I'm saying? Search NERDSoul on your podcast and get me right there. You rather be like, man, I want to hear it. I don't want to see it. I want to hear it. And Spotify for that music. You know what I'm saying? Don't sleep. Got them jams for you. So with that said, I'm going to leave y'all with Arcatron. That's ARCKATRON.com. Man, one of the horsemen, dope dude, great friend, awesome guy. He got them beat. So from us, you were just saying, thank you for watching. Thank you for coming through to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Peace. And until next week, man, just keep y'all head up because you don't know what's going to happen. We out.